first guest tonight is an extremely talented and beautiful young woman. Well, she's all right. I don't want to go over the top.
Yeah, you don't want to.
She's fine.
Yeah, she's nice.
She's a nice person.
Sure, sure.
She's so lovely. Oh, yeah. She's our new movie, White Bird in a Blizzard, is on demand and in theaters now. Please welcome the lovely Shailene Woodley, everybody. I'm very happy to see you. You look great.
Thank you.
You do. You look like some sort of hunting 1920s lesbian.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's actually exactly what I was going for.
No, it looks great. It's a Vita Sackville West thing going on. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's also really comfortable.
Well, that's important.
It's so important.
Yeah, it is.
really is something to notice because so long you wear dresses, you wear heels. You're so
Tell me.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
Right? You know all about it.
I did. You know, I did a year in the West End doing the Rocky Horror Show. I wore heels every night, danced in them.
So you know exactly what it feels like.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that fun.
It's actually not that much fun.
No.
It's fun for a year and then not fun.
Maybe like an hour.
Yeah, no, it's not
30
that much
minutes?
fun. Yeah, no, I didn't really like it. I thought I would like being in drag, but I didn't really.
Well,
Maybe I should try it again sometime just to see.
you should.
What's going on with you? Is the movie any good?
I love this movie.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh,
I
that's
really do.
good.
I love it because it's so different. It's one of my favorites, actually.
Well, of all time?
No, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm in it.
Yeah. What is one of your favorite movies of all time?
Well, The Goonies.
The Goonies?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't think so?
That's the one where they find the things?
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's all right, I
Maybe
guess.
because I watched it at a time in my life when I was a child, and I thought to myself, wow, that could be me one day.
What, a Goonie?
Yeah, like I could find a pirate ship.
Have you ever found a pirate ship?
No, but when I saw the movie, I thought that there would be the possibility of that. So I think it affected
I have some
me.
very bad news for you.
You don't think I'm ever going to find a pirate ship?
I don't know, actually. You might. It depends.
It might not be a real pirate ship.
I think you might find a pirate ship. I think the thing is, see, I'm interested in your career. You interest me. Very few people interest me anymore. I'm so jaded. But you do. Because you are clearly going to be an enormous movie star. And it's written all over you. And I think that what's interesting is that I don't think you'll do that forever. And that fascinates me. The last time you were here, I thought...
Act forever?
Yeah, I don't think you'll do it forever.
But there's so many things to do.
See, this is crazy to me. I'm very excited for you.
Thank you.
I think that you have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things out there.
Right. So what will you do if you, like, let's say you do acting another 15 years, right? And you really get into it. And then, by then, you're in your, what, mid-30s, coming up on 40, and you think, I'm going to do something else. What are you going to do?
Then I have no idea. Maybe... Well, I feel like I want to do everything now. See, that's my problem. I just want to do it all at once.
Yeah, no, you can't do everything
So
at the same
I know,
time.
you can't.
No. Especially Guinness and LSD.
Bad combination. Do not try that one at home.
CBS cares. No, don't ever do
I'm so
that.
happy to be back. Thank you for having me.
Well, no, I like you. Seriously, I do. I don't mean in a creepy, lecherous way. I mean, you genuinely, you seem like an interesting individual mind. And whilst I mean no detriment to a lot of other actresses that I talk to, that's quite unusual.
Maybe I feel really lucky because I think, honestly, and I think this is what it is, I think a lot of people get really successful sort of immediately in this industry, and I think that that's a lot to handle. Because when you're on a movie set, it's fun, and that's why you start acting. And then all of the excess of it all, like doing press for a film and stuff, it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of different opinions and things thrown at you. So I feel like if you don't have a strong foundation or a strong base to begin with, maybe it's hard to...
What do you think? Do you think there is a pressure on a young woman to conform to a stereotype, perhaps? You know, like you must weigh a certain thing, your hair must be a certain way.
I don't think it's just in this industry. I think it's in our society.
Well,
you know?
that's true, yeah.
Any preteen out there is looking at magazines with people who don't like...
Excuse me just a second. A magazine is an old-timey blog.
Printed on paper.
Yeah. It's like... It's like, you know, people used to say, hey, get me a magazine, would you?
All right, right away, sir.
Oh, what? Who's this? Who's this?
Sorry, this is Jerry. I was just waiting on the phone, sir. I'm sorry about that.
Want to talk to Shailene?
Yeah, I'd love to, sir.
Hey, how's it?
Hey, how you doing? You're real pretty. You're real pretty.
I'm wearing a lot of makeup right now.
Thanks, Jerry.
Click.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm still here, sir.
Yeah, I thought you were. So, how's it? Let's continue with our therapy.
Oh, wait.
We did therapy the last time. You've got a pipe too? Oh, no! Did you not? Well,
I just figured
cheers.
it went with the outfit.
It does. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so,
Talk to me.
well, are you the therapist or am I the therapist?
We can take turns.
Okay. Let's begin.
Okay.
You be the therapist first, and I'll tell you. All right. I am sexually attracted to mice.
To mice. When do you think that started?
When I was a child.
All right. Did your mother or your father have any?
They were mice, both of them.
Both of them were mice.
Well, I was adopted. I was raised by mice.
You were raised by mice, and so that's why you're sexually attracted to mice.
Well, I've sort of.
Do you feel
not
wrong
my
about
family. I'm not attracted to my family who are mice. I'm not weird.
Just third cousins and beyond.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Now I'm the therapist.
All right.
Right.
Go for it.
All right. Well, I'll be the therapist. Now you tell me.
Oh, what's going on in my life?
Well, something.
All right.
What are you afraid of?
Ooh, that's a good one. Afraid. I get consistently more afraid of flying on airplanes.
I may be able to help you there.
But I used to not be afraid, and now I am.
Yes, that's right. Correct.
So what's?
What are you afraid of when you get on the plane?
I'm afraid the plane's gonna crash.
It's not.
Okay. And if it does, then it does.
It's not going to crash. Statistically, you're safer in an airplane than you are in your bed if you're in California.
Really? That's a great statistic.
Well, because of the San Andreas fault. It's more likely that you would be hurt in an earthquake than hurt in an airline accident.
I think being hurt in an earthquake is different than dying in an airplane crash.
Dead's dead, Shailene.
Well, that's true. Yeah. It's true. It all works out and then we die.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad we had this talk, though.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy sports?
I love sports.
Do you really?
I love sports.
What kind of sports are you into?
Swimming.
Swimming? No! People only watch swimming once every 4 years at the Olympics. That's it. Nobody says, what are you doing? I'm going to stay in and watch the swimming. Come on! Swimming?
Like group sport, I suppose?
No, I mean, do you actually go to swim meets and like, come on, Michael Phelps and other swimmers who I don't know of?
Ocean swimming.
Oh, you personally swimming?
Yeah.
Well, that's different.
Oh, do I enjoy watching sports?
Yes.
No.
No, all right. No. So you go swimming in the ocean?
Do you enjoy watching sports?
No. Oh, sometimes.
Like what sport?
I don't really. It's the food I'm after.
And it's more the social environment, right?
Not even that. No, I'm very cranky loner, and now I'm a vegetarian.
So what do you eat then at sports games?
Vegetables. Are you a vegetarian? I fancy you've probably been skirting around it, though.
No, I was for a while, but I feel like I need meat. But actually, you know about the blood type thing?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think that's pretty cool, like pretty right on. It feels right for me.
Yeah. So that's what you do?
No, I just found out that my blood type generally are the meat eaters. I'm an O positive.
My blood type are generally Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. Not Hufflepuff.
No, well, I'm sort of Hufflepuff, I guess.
I think you have a little Hufflepuff.
A little
in
Hufflepuff, I do. We have to take a commercial break.
There. Okay.
That's easy. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Shailene Woodley, and we were just discussing her embryonic fear of flying. It's starting to, it's coming in.
It's coming in.
And I'm telling you that you can. I had it, and what I did was I got a pilot's license.
Are you lying?
No, not at all.
Because that's actually, I've said that. I'm like, I need to learn how to fly just so that maybe that will take away the fear.
Yeah, it's, you know what happened was
You trick yourself in thinking that you're in control, but you're really not.
You are when you're flying the plane.
Yeah, but if you're a passenger on a commercial flight and you're
Yeah, no, you're not in control.
You're not
Then
in control.
but you
at least
desire
you feel like
control.
you know, but yeah.
Right, you desire control, so you start doing a little daft little OCD things in order.
In the back of the plane.
Right, so you try and you're like, if I wear these underpants, if I do this thing, if I walk this way, if I don't walk in these cracks, if I say this thing, if I do that, all these things trying to control something.
Yeah.
Which you can't control. But if you fly in a plane, you're like, I'm going over here.
Yeah.
Do you know it was actually, you know the actor Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
Who's a pilot, and he was on the show once, and I told him about my fear of flying, just like yours, and he said, you're not afraid of flying, you're a control freak.
It's, yeah, total control.
Right, well, I think you should learn to fly.
I would love to learn to fly.
Well, I can't teach
Do you know how to sail?
I can sail a little bit, yeah.
I want to learn how to do that too.
That's much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it goes wrong,
You're
it's
in
not
the
that bad.
water. Yeah, exactly.
Like if you go, oh, something bad might happen in half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you fix it, you know. You could actually have a sandwich and then take care of the emergency.
Or you could swim there for a while if something
Right.
happened.
But, well, what kind of sailing would you like to? It's back to ships again. It's the Goonies for you.
It's a ship's thing.
It's the ships. That's what it is. It's a
You know,
life at
that's
sea.
actually really weird that you say ships. I always have reoccurring dreams about ships. Maybe I need to examine this ship situation. You need to be my therapist.
Well, okay, I'll get the pipe back in. What about sailors? You like them?
Do I like sailors? Yeah. I don't know that many sailors. I'm sure
Well,
I
really?
would love sailors if I.
It depends on the individual sailor. Some sailors are fabulous, and others are just plain crotchety. Why? They're just not that pleasant, Shailene.
And that's all I
We
gotta
should
say
talk about
that.
the film. We should. We just said that
Okay.
you liked it. What happens in it?
So it's awesome. I think it's so neat because it's not a coming of age film, but it does follow a young woman as she becomes sort of an adult, and
That's a
often-
coming of age film, then.
It is, but there's a lot of other components involved. But what I love about it is it doesn't just focus on so many, I guess, coming of age films focus on certain aspects of it, like falling in love for the first time or getting your heart broken for the first time.
First time you do acid.
Yeah, of course, yeah, all of those things. And this movie, I feel like, touches on more than just the things that we see often in young adult films. But it follows a young girl whose mother disappears, and she has to figure out who she is while dealing with the chaos of not having a mother.
So it's a comedy then.
It's really funny.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
fun.
it's really fun.
Now, does she disappears during a magician's trick?
Like instead of, well, the magician puts that cloth thing in front of her.
The magic invisibility
invisible
cloak? Yes.
Pulls it up, she's still there. Puts it back. Pulls it up, she's still there. Pulls it back, and then she's gone.
Then she's
time.
gone.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to see any magicians in Las Vegas?
No.
Go.
I should go.
Go.
I love magicians.
Go.
I'm like one of those people in the crowd who's like, how did they do that?
Yeah, no, go. And I think, you know, it's a shame it's closed down. You would have loved the Liberace Museum as well in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Go.
Have you been to the Magic Castle out here?
I have been to the Magic Castle.
Is
yeah.
it
have you
pretty
been-
magic?
Yeah, it's magical. It's like Hogwarts, but
Yeah.
you know, but just off Hollywood Boulevard.
Like bookshelves and stuff move. And
Yeah,
all
the
that,
bookshelf.
right?
There's a piano that plays
I haven't
itself.
been
Like
there.
I'm doing hands, but there's no hands. It's just the piano.
Just reacting to the.
Yeah, yeah,
that's
and you can
there.
say things to it, and it'll play what you want.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't know how that's done. They must have a guy inside that piano. I'm thinking a little person with a smaller piano.
And they're just connected.
It's like they're inside there, and the piano's there, and they say,
What did you say? You must remember this.
yeah, no, they do it. Can you play the piano?
No, I wish I could.
Well, you better get on with it then.
I know. Well, the thing with piano is I feel like a lot of people, parents put their kids in piano lessons when they're young, and the kids end up, that's what happened to me. I was in piano lessons for like 2 years, hated it when I was like 5. I'm
Right.
like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Well, that's terribly sad.
It's not sad, it just is.
They should have taken you to the Liberace Museum before it closed down. Then you would have realized all the possibilities that a life of piano playing could bring. Holy crackers, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
I do lovingly envy pianists though, because the way that their communication with the
I envy all artists who lose themselves in the art, don't you? Like anyone who completely...
Loses themselves completely?
Yes, the complete lack of ego that a true artist exhibits whilst doing the art. Like, you take,
Oh, yeah.
For a movie
I thought you
actor.
meant in general always. Like they just lose
No,
themselves.
not all art. Oh, they lose themselves? Like, where am I? I was just playing the piano, and now I'm inside a piano? No, I mean, the loss of any ego in someone who's functioning within their chosen art. Like if you see a painter work, or even a great actor at work, you see some, like look at Meryl Streep, arguably the greatest female actor of her generation, and maybe of our time. Someone who seems to have, when the cameras are turning, a lack of vanity. Something that you wouldn't think an actor, no disrespect, would have. A lack of vanity. It's just like, I don't see her getting Botoxed and pulled and teased, and she's just like...
Yeah, she's a woman. Like she...
Right.
Yeah.
Right, she passes through her life. That's what I would like for you. And I get...
I would like that for me,
Yeah,
too.
I think you've got all that. There's something,
That's
you
it.
have all of that stuff. But you must be careful because this town is so full of weasels and awful satanic manipulators.
I don't live here.
You know.
So that's why I don't live here.
Oh, where'd you live? Oh, don't say the street.
Huh?
Don't say the street. People are listening.
I don't really live anywhere.
Give a general geographic area. Western United States?
The United States.
Do you walk the earth from town to town
I'm like
solving
Forrest Gump.
crimes?
I just run everywhere.
You run? Do you run?
I do like running. Yeah.
Yeah, I run too.
Do you run? Mm-hmm. You sort of just get in the flow and you're like, okay.
I used to run even when I was drunk.
Even when you were drunk, you would
Even
run?
when I was drinking, I used to run. In fact, I used to run a lot.
It was probably colorful. You were probably
Yeah, I
laughing
was just
a lot
like,
while you were running.
oh, I gotta get out of here.
You weren't running for pleasure back then, though.
I don't even think I run for pleasure now. I think it's more a search for grace.
You run to search for grace.
I think I run for the pain.
The physical pain.
Yeah, sure.
The emotional pain.
Yeah, the feeling of exhaustion. You know what I mean?
You do feel accomplished when you...
Yeah, that feeling of I'm completely exhausted.
Yeah.
So now I can't panic.
What do you do when you feel completely exhausted?
Well, when I feel completely exhausted, I lie down. What do you do?
I probably lie down. But like after a run, is that what you do? You run and then you feel...
I run, I lie down, I get up. You're never going to keep me down. I get up. All right. Well, Shailene, we're out of time.
All right, man.
All right, then. So let's smoke our pipes as they play the music of Enya.
Enya, again.
We need you to go and find Smog, Baggins. All right, that's enough. We'll be right back.